good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, man. Keys open doors. Today I'm breaking down one of my favorite vintage samples that I flipped into this crazy like BigXThaPlug Texas, you know what I'm saying, the Texas trap wave and going crazy. This right here is exactly that, so I had to break this down for y'all, man. Nobody's doing these vintage sample breakdowns for real. This sample is available in the Panorama vintage sample kit, just dropped. Make sure y'all go cop that. Like literally you throw some drums on here and you know what I'm saying, or you can flip them, you can really do whatever you want, but had to let y'all know about that, man. So let's get into how I created this joint from scratch and then how I flipped it into what y'all just heard. Let's do it. All right, so this sample all really started with a vocal from Splice that I chopped up. For some reason I deleted the Serato sample or whatever I used to chop it, so I'm gonna just have to show y'all the audio, but this is what we started with. It's literally just that repeating, nothing changes. I just chopped this up because I felt like it was like a cool little like gospel chant type of feel, you know what I'm saying? So from there I went and added these strings. I used the augmented strings, this ensemble sustain tremolo. Kind of did like a little build up and then brought it back down. I love adding strings in these samples, it does so much, bro. So really with the vocal, the strings, and these chords that I'm about to play, that's pretty much the sample, I'm not gonna lie. I went into Keyscape and used the rich ballad preset for this one. And then on this right here, a little cheat code for y'all, if y'all haven't seen me do this before, something to kind of spice up your melodies, you can add 5 notes on top and it will kind of give like a little tension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I did that for all of these and just added 5 notes on top. So that's what this, that gives like a lot of like I said, tension to the melody and to the sample. As far as processing goes, man, I can't lie to y'all, I don't be doing that much, bruh. I really don't. I be letting the instruments rock, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Unless I need to do something, I try not to. And if anything, I'll just add like reverb or something like that. But if I'm doing these type of samples, you don't need to do too much for real. You can, but you don't have to, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the real sauce comes into what you do with the sample when you're done making it, which is like stretching it or where you pitch it to or how you give it like the bounce, you know what I mean? I use some vocal chops on here and some guitar chops, or phrases I should say. I won't get into too much of like what I did because I really didn't do too much. I just reversed a couple things and I faded some things out. This is just a vocal chop. There's nothing on here. Okay, this has guitar rig. I was wondering like why that sounded like that. So the only thing I did with the accents for real was add guitar rig on this guitar phrase. That's it. I just used this silver phase preset. I may have turned it like to mix, like the mix down maybe on the delay or the, you know, this phases thing, whatever the fuck that is. I don't even know what that is. Really kind of just like trimming the effects a little bit, but this is what that sounded like. I kind of just loop that every like, you know, every bar or whatever, every couple bars. This is the one that I reversed. So really with the accents, it was this vocal on top, the guitar, and then this vocal down here that I played and then reversed. And y'all will see me do this a lot on a lot of my samples. I would love to see more people do this because I feel like it gives a lot of texture. Like it's a simple thing that can do a lot to like enhance your melody. With just the accents, very gospel, very, you know what I mean, churchy. Oh yeah, this is also a part of that electric guitar loop that I chopped up that was reversed, or excuse me, that wasn't reversed, and then I just reversed it to kind of give like a little riser. It's little things like this, man, I'm telling you, that will like set it apart. Cause on this part right here, there's a drop with all the you know, on all the instruments, and just this little guitar part is like the buildup. Producer will thank you if you add something like that in your sample because they may not even get into adding, you know, doing all that with the stems and stuff like that. So you can also do stuff like that to kind of like make your sample stand out a little bit. So from the top, this is what our sample sounded like with everything. So for the beat, I really wanted to give it like I said, I felt like I could slow this down and make it kind of like a trap feel. So that's exactly what I did with the drums, just kind of went real heavy, and on the sample kind of made it like a little bit darker. So I pitched it down 100 cents. It was originally at 147, I slowed it down to 134. I'm saying already, like, it gives us that feeling. For the drums, I don't even know how to break these down, bro. I'm just gonna play these honestly. I started with the clap and then went into a snare, and you'll hear me do that a lot sometimes. Like, I feel like a clap is like a softer sound, and then if you get into like the verse or something like that and add a snare, it kind of gives it like more like emphasis. I had these hats going. Kind of light on the rolls, but just did it like every, you know, 4 or whatever it was. Open hats, y'all know me, man. Threw in the open hats. Kind of gave it like a little bounce to go with the melody. And the snares and everything else is pretty simple, except for these ones right here. I did a little bit of like something extra. A little crazy roll right there. These are really just supposed to be like little fillers in the back, so they're kind of tucked in the back. Same thing with this little roll right here. But really, it's not really even, it doesn't even like stand out like that for real. It does, but it's like more like feeling than it is like actually you hear it, you know what I mean? 808, did that 4 count to start. I was just trying to do like I said, I feel like a lot of the trappy like southern beats, they have like heavy 808s as opposed to like punchy ones. It's like ones that you like, you know, it'll shake the room. So that's really what I was going for. Added some accents on here, but as far as the drums, man, I really like, I don't even want to say kept it simple. It's just like, it wasn't too much crazy. I just made it like a bounce and then added like these little rolls on the snares, the hats, etc. to kind of give it like that feeling that I wanted. You might not even hear that snare roll for real. But yeah, man, all together on the sample and the drums, that's what we got. It's all about the spacing, man. The spacing and the sound selection. Hard though. I can hear like Big Hole on this, would be crazy. Y'all need to tap into this panorama kit for real. Panorama out right now along with a bunch of other kits. I just dropped a Memphis kit. Y'all need to tap into that. Just go to the keezopendoors.gumroad.com. Boom, problem solved. Free kits, man. I'm dropping free kits this entire year. Every single kit that I have out this year is going to have a free kit with it, except for the panorama kit. That's the only one I'm not doing. If you really love me, $10 is not that much to support. You feel what I'm saying? And if it is, because I've been there, bro. If $10 is too much to support a brother trying to make it out here, then just message me on the gram, dog, and I'll give you the kit for free. How about that? At keys.opendoors on the gram. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. We're almost at 3,000 subs, so make sure y'all hit the like, the sub, and tap in on the Patreon, man, if y'all want some free sound kits for real. We going crazy. Along with exclusive content I'm not dropping on YouTube, and one-on-one consultations if you need that, man. I'm finna help you take your brand to the next level from the ground up. Everything I got, I'm gonna give to you. Boom. Love.